Oh shit, I've got oh my god, I've realised what I've done. I was trying to work out earlier why the sound wasn't working on fucking on the PlayStation. It's because I've turned me fucking sound down on the game, haven't I? What a dickhead. Oh shit, we're live. Can you hear me? Oh my god, I've realised. Oh fuck, yep, you can hear me. Hello everyone and welcome to day 2 of ALR Pre Season Testing. As you can see, I am full of beans and all that kind of jazz. Let's get going, shall we? We're in Australia, Albert Park, Melbourne then. We was in Spain yesterday. Tonight we are in Australia. VTOL is retired from the session now, so that's not a good start at all. It's, oh gosh, as we got, oh my goodness me, that's sold off at turn 15. Oh gosh. Oh, golly gosh, that's not good at all, is it? Anyway, let me quickly share the stream. I am starting a party, actually, with, of course, the bronze admin. To be honest, he don't do much, to be fair, so I'm not really sure why he's an admin. And then I'm also sat with the 2 Hilton bros as well, who was, of course, was infamous last night for the 5 lappers. If anyone tried to, race them last night, I doubt you'll be able to hear him because I've muted them all because I'm trying to ignore him. Anyway, then, yes, here we are then in Australia. Then Mumford has gone fastest once again. I got to say, of course, Mumford, who will be driving in one of the F1 cars next year. I can't remember which one he's driven in now. But yes, he'll be in the I think he's in the Alfa Romeo, isn't he? I gotta say, Mumford is absolutely fantastic. Oh, and Montana, is that Hannah Montana? I'm not sure, but my goodness me, it's a 19950. Good stuff indeed, that from the Alfa Romeo driver. Wow, that's fantastic. Payne's there has gone up into second fast now. Of course, he will be driving in the Silver League next season, and he is driving in the beautiful Racing Point at the moment. It's the last time it's going to be called that Racing Point, isn't it? Before it becomes Aston Martin, that's the one. Anyway, then, as I quickly get all me bits and bobs ready, you would think that even when I offered to do the stream, that I'd be absolutely ready on top of it. Nope, I'm not. I can't even find my Facebook app anymore either, so if anyone is commenting on Facebook, I apologise. I'm not ignoring you, I just don't know how to use this contraption. But there we go. Anyway then, so yeah, I gotta say then, so for last night it was a bit of a up and down kind of session, wasn't it? In terms of connection and all that kind of jazz, wasn't it? It wasn't very, it wasn't great, was it, from an advert of 2020, but I think tonight's going to be a lot better. Here comes Joker. He goes over the 5th fastman. Of course, I think Joker is a part of Kingdoms League, I think this. It's a mixture of ALR and another league as well, which I will find out what it is in just a few moments' time, as, Mumford and King Merle, I think that's it, is just Jocelyn coming in the pits there. God, goodness me, though. Ayrton in the McLaren, and he is about to set us up as well. We've got a mistaken youth fair who was on form last night, wasn't he? And of course, we've also got the debut on Milan, who was oh wow, look at that drift! My goodness me! Oh, he's in the pit. Oh my God, that's fantastic. Here comes FIFA Beefy then, as he is on freeze on the 3rd DRS. Then lovely stuff indeed. Then as Montana has just said, it's a wet race. Oh, I love it when it's wet. I got to say, I think that's probably one of the best. I love a good wet race. Actually, I do enjoy the wet. Sorry, excuse me. On board with Flea, who is up into 8th fast at the moment now. Of course, he drove in for the Ferrari team in Silver last season, didn't he? I think he did an alright job, Flea, last season. I think that there was a couple of races where he probably should have scored more than what he did. But overall, I think he was just trying to find his feet, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what Flea can do this season. Total P's then is in the first DRS zone of this lap. Good stuff indeed then. As Montana has picked up on my Hannah Montana joke there. I got to say that I'm also showing my age as well, really, because Hannah Montana is probably off Disney for a very long time, wasn't it? About 15 years. It's what. So my favorite Disney wasn't a Disney program. Actually, it was Cartoon Network. I love Dexter's Laboratory. That was a brilliant cartoon. I'd say that's my favorite Cartoon Network. I also like the Powerpuff Girls as well, actually, mainly because I probably look like Blossom. Anyway, we're just on board then with Velocity, then, who's just coming out of the final part of the lap. Then we're just watching Emerson, who was 2nd in the championship for the last 2 seasons. He's the bridesmaid, but never the bride at the moment, isn't he? So he has to really knuckle it down this season, don't he? As they're also giggling next to me as well. Love it indeed. Then, yeah. I've also got a message from King Zone, which was actually looks like it was sent about 20 minutes ago, so apologies about that, King Zone. Oh, Ayrton's in the wall! I think Ayrton's gone! Oh, he's in the infamous turn 12! Oh dear. So Ayrton there, as unfortunately he has binned it good and proper, and oh gosh, he's done a Glock! He's done a Glock! That's a good old smash indeed there, oh dear. So, of course... oh dear, as Glock there, of course, Glock crashed there back in 2008, I think it did. So, also got to talk back on board of Emerson Muller. I've got to say that Montana doing a great job. He's the only man in the 19 so far, 19.9 there. Everyone else is in the 20s and above there, and it's the high 20s as well. Farfus just moved into second fast at the moment. No, he's already in second, wasn't he? I apologise. He has been there for ages, hasn't he? His name's invisible to me. You see, I just don't notice what he does these days. And into the pits comes Emerson there. Oh, I'm loving that helmet, by the way. Ooh, I love a good helmet. As we're on board with Tichi there, who's just come through the car park of turn 3. Mistaken Youth is also in the pits as well then. It's great to have you all along here tonight, of course, for pre-season, as we are building up then to ALR, and also there's another league as well, which I will greet in eventually. I apologise. To be honest, I thought this was meant to start 8 really, so that's why I'm late, and that's why I'm more flustered. But as you were indeed then. Lovely shot here from the AlphaTauri, making their debut in Australia in a couple of days' time then, so it'll be really interesting to see what they are like then. Of course, I had a big old to and fro with Goon earlier about stats, and there's another one that's going to be interesting. So AlphaTauri to me is a completely new team then, so there we go. So yep, they start from 0 for me. So I got a recovery on my Excel. Lovely. What's that? Oh, it's just a black spreadsheet. Great. I don't think I need that. Actually, I do need that. It's something I started earlier, but I don't want to colour it all black again. It took me ages. As we're just watching Payne's Errors in 4th position. Kingdom has retired into turn number... Oh, he's done a Bottas as well. Kingdom was in the wall there. And of course, Bottas, I think, crashed there in 2018, didn't he, in qualifying? And Kingdom was out. It looks like these cars are very skittish there. And here comes Joker coming out of 9th. It's currently in a very nice P9 at the moment. Lovely stuff there from the Renault driver. Mumford down in 11th position. There's 3 Duress zones around here. Mumford driving the Kevin Magnussen Hassar. I hope there's a patch for the multiplayer stuff, because I want to see drivers having their own numbers on the cars, really, because that's one thing that does bother me. On board then with Mumford coming for the slowest part of the track now. He's in turn 13 before accelerating out then and coming down the start finish straight now then. Let's see what Mumford could do then. Comes over the grid hatch and his white goes second fastest once again. Mumford is really showing some incredible pace there. I'm looking forward to seeing what Mumford could do next season. Remember, he's partners with Emerson, wasn't he, in the Mercedes last season. And Mumford, ever since he started with ALR, I don't think he's missed a race at all, has he? So Mumford very much absolute perfection in terms of the attendance. But not only that though, I got to say that I think he acquitted himself very nicely last season. This season is going to be much better indeed then. Montana is going quicker there. He's 8,400 a second up there, but he's invalidated his time, Montana has, so they're going to have to go around again. Farf is back out on circuit as well, but he's also invalidated his time. Farf is back in his favourite car, which is the Ferrari there. I think he lives in that Ferrari, doesn't he? He's not too happy about being drawn the Ferrari again, is he? He's becoming very synonymous with that red car, isn't he? Here comes Pillars, and he is 7th fast mode. He's also invalidated his time as well. Lucius there, who's a part of the Ferrari team in bronze, and it's good to see Lucius also taking part as well. Flea then, of course, 4/10 of a second up. Flea is there. Look at these times, they're so quick around here, aren't they? Let's take a look at the last year's pole position in ALR, shall we? Last year's pole position time was actually set by John Cox, a 1:20.504. Well, we've already broke that. Mumford has also gone faster as well. Incredible stuff, then. And this is only like short quality as well, and I think a lot of these guys haven't perfected their car setup yet, so I'm expecting these times when it comes to Sunday, Monday and Tuesday of next week to get a lot quicker as well then, so I'm expecting a couple of attempts more in the bag then. As Gunner's asking if we can have a invite back to Discord, lads, as he left the Discord earlier on because some random ginger guy was really on the banter bus, wasn't he? And really that's absolutely a terrible form there by an admin, isn't it? Here comes Emerson then, as you can see, look at that then going through turn 50 very nice indeed. Then as he stamps on the loud pedal, coming up to over the DRS line. Lovely stuff indeed then on board of Emerson. And he's done a 20.2 then faster than last season's pole position there. 4 men have gone quicker than last season's pole position. Lovely stuff indeed. What's the all-time lap record around here then? The all-time lap record is actually by Jacob, 1:19.807. And we are very close to that by Montana as well. Lovely stuff indeed then. So that's very good stuff indeed. Of course, Jacob, as we got, who's that? Hang on a minute. I'm going to call him. Oh dear, Vag. I'm trying not to say what I want to say. It's Vagilis. That'll do. Anyway, in the Mercedes, and he is flying through turn 11 and 12. And I love his helmet, by the way. It's fantastic. Not too keen on the old gamer tag there, though. Gosh, especially a man of my. I can't even read my own name, let alone other people's names. Here comes FIFA Beefy. He comes into line as well, and he is. Looks like that was just a banker there, so he's gonna have to go around again there for FIFA Beefy then, as we're on board with him going into turn 1 as well. And I'm on the wrong Facebook page there. I was wondering why I couldn't see it. It's probably because I haven't actually set it up properly there. Oh gosh. I can also hear myself as well. That is appalling. I really don't want to be listening to that, do I? I would love to know, how do you turn... I'd love to know how you turn off the old subtitles on Facebook, because that's really something I really want to do, because Facebook can't actually translate what I'm saying very well. Montana is saying, keep in mind that people are running wet setups, at least there should be. Good point there from Montana. Yeah, so of course that might be why then as well. I am expecting so there might be the reason why these times might be so slow. When I say slow, 4 men have already gone quicker than ALR Gold last qualifying time, last proposition time from last season there. So I would. Oh, FIFA's gone around. Oh goodness me there. As that's his best impression of Kai Minogue there. Oh goodness me. He's also damaged the end plate as well. Oh dear from the Ferrari driver as Farf's teammate there has gone around there. So I think he's been taking too many tips off Farfer, hasn't he, about spinning. So just on board with Joker then as he is coming up into turn 9 as well, and going over the rubble strips there as well before coming up to turn 11 and 12. And I've got to say 11 and 12 is absolutely stonkingly brilliant, isn't it? Good stuff indeed there. Is oh gosh, I got to say I need to learn how to use the Facebook stream, because I've now just somehow closed it and I can't get it back open. I might have to turn it off and back on. How do I do that? Oh gosh. Oh, it's completely knackered now, lads. Let's just give up with that. Anyway, then, you can see a professional as always. What about Milan there? Of course, Milan, it was very impressive, wasn't he, in the Constructors' Cup, wasn't he, a couple of weeks ago? Fantastic stuff there from Milan. I'm really interested to see how well the debutant does in a couple of weeks as well. I wonder if he's got butterflies the size of eagles. I certainly did in my first league debut. I didn't do very well either. I lost my front wing quite early on, and then I just drove around with no front wing for almost over the half the race, because I didn't realise I damaged it. So just taking a look then, and this is Milan in the Alfa Romeo. There's now 2 teams that is called Alfa, so that is going to really tongue-tie me, isn't it? So that's not good at all, is it? We've got 3 cars who haven't set a time so far. That's Milan. We've also lost the VTOD, and Velocity is not going at Velocity at the moment, is he? He is currently down in 20th position then. VTOD unfortunately binned it quite early on. What can Milan do there as he comes out of turn 15 as well, into the final corner as well? Let's see what he does then. He is full beam said as he comes down the start-finish straight. And a good time indeed there from Milan. He is in the top half of the classification. Lovely stuff indeed then. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing much of Ayrton, because he is out of qualified at the moment. That's a shame, really. As he would like, I think he wanted me to point that out to everyone, so I have indeed there. So we've got Grant, of course, our champion of gold. Then, of course, he is a double world champion, the only man there to be a multiple champion at ALR. So fantastic stuff indeed there. I'll read you out some of the stats actually from last season as well, because of course I haven't spoke to Granty much recently, and I think I've got to remind him of my love for him. But yes, we've had 9 wins from Granty last season, 5 pole positions and 17 podiums there. That is incredible, isn't it, really? Because it's a Lucius, they're getting very loosey on the back end there, goodness me. Oh gosh, that was very lovely stuff indeed. Then Velocity there is also out on track as well. Yeah, so in 21 races last season, Granty was on the podium podium 17 times. That's actually fantastic. The season before, Granty only had 3 wins, so basically he trebled his account, didn't he? He only had 1 pole position and 8 podiums there. Granty was in another league last season, wasn't he? Him and Emerson were basically in a league of their own, really were. They was like the Mercedes in Austria, wasn't they? Velocity is retired from the session now, and he has gone into the wall quite heavily, and it's the same place as Ayrton, I think. Oh dear, that's not good at all. And his flea there is actually fleeing the scene, and unfortunately needs to flee a bit quicker than that, because he will not get free. He will not have another time then. Only 13 seconds left in the session as well then. Grad saying, hello my husband, missed you, hoping to race in the next one if there is then. To be honest, it's kind of random really, as I was expecting a lot of what I going to be doing tonight. Eating. So I am eating, but I'm also talking as well. 2 of my favourite things. Farfus retired from the session there. He's in the pits, I think. Farfus. He is in the pits. So I think Farfus decided to put his feet up for a minute then, as he hasn't got too long now, has he? Because of course we will be out in action in the not too distant future. Yes, we've also got a Granty has missed me and hoping to talk to us soon. Good stuff indeed there, looking forward to that. We've also got Gavin saying they're nice stats, Granty. They are indeed then. We've also got Montana saying those track limits there, Montana's not too impressed there with the track limits, but my goodness, I'm impressed with it's luck though. I gotta say, I tip my hat off to you, good sir. Brilliant stuff indeed there. 19. Well, never mind, because Emerson decides to go quicker. 19.7 there, so I've got to tip my hat off again then. Oh gosh, that's twice in a matter of seconds then. Emerson going fastest on a 19.705, and good stuff indeed then. I'm really looking forward to this then. Good stuff indeed then between Emerson and Montana. We don't get to see this, do we? Because of course Montana is represented. Let me just find the league there of what the other who the other drivers are. 1 second, as I've got to figure out how to get this Discord up again. Where is it? Oh gosh, have I uninstalled it? Nope, it's alright. I just closed it. Phew, that was a bit of a worry there. I thought I was going to have to find out what my Play Store password was as well. Anyway, let me just have a quick look up the chat as well then. The chat has been very busy today actually because of some Ginger and some Irishmen yapping away about stats. But let me just have a quick look up the order now then as well then. Yeah, so King's Home has invited some people from the other league. 1 second. I really apologise, but this guys I should have guys who's in the chat with me. Oh no, it's okay. It's a PGR then, so that is the other league as well. Good stuff indeed then. So it's great to see a mix, isn't it? I love it. Really good stuff indeed then. Anyway, let's get away with that, shall we? And let's get on to the race itself and lovely stuff indeed then. Anyway then, so yeah, good stuff then. Granty saying, oh, and a monster. Oh, lovely. We've also got Gunnar saying, I'm good there. As there's a lovely bit of chat going on there as well. I got to say, I'm very popular today, aren't I? Which is unusual, because usually I lose viewers around about now, but that's probably because I'm usually in the wall. We have also got Montana saying, did an 18.5 in quali earlier, though. Ooh, impressive stuff indeed. These times are thick and fast, aren't they? I'm loving it. Oh, goodness me, we have got rain. Oh, and there's a lot of rain as well. And there's going to be more rain on the circuits there is on the track itself. I think, in the Albert Park Lake, I should have said, really, shouldn't I, really? As you were, oh gosh, I can also hear myself again then. Anyway, then we are now going to get ready for the race itself, then, as it is coming up in just a few minutes. So look at us, we've got a timer up there as well. You also may notice that we had some new graphics there earlier on, didn't we? And I absolutely loved it. I love it. I got really excited last night because I wasn't expecting that one. Didn't expect that at all. Anyway, then, so yeah, we're counting down then to the start of this incredible race it's going to be. And I think that this is kind of like a sign of things to come, really, isn't it? Because Spain last night was more about getting a tune to the car. Tonight is also thinking about the season opener of if we got a formation lap, yes we have indeed, which is good. We've got 20 cars out there then. As I've had a bit too much monster, so I'm just I thought I'd cut that out, but I obviously haven't. Everyone is on the full wet tires then, because that is a monsoon out there. Goodness me. We've already got a who's lagging? Oh, that's alright, I thought it was me. Carry on. Anyway, then, the Hiltons are lagging again then, so keep an eye out for them. They're going to cause absolute mayhem. And I love it. Anyway, let's go for the grid challenge from front to back. Yeah? All right, I'll watch you as well, Farf. As of course, Farf, the bronze admin there. So if you see a lot of Farf in the bronze season next season, you know why. he is obviously bribing me with chocolate and food. It ain't about money with me. It's just about food, really, because I love food, and as you can tell from my waistline. On pole position then is Emerson, and brilliant stuff indeed there for the Renault. Of course, he is really showing his company colours, isn't he? Of course, he's also got his company car of his Renault's parked outside his drive. Beautiful stuff indeed then. Alongside him on row 1 is Montana there, who's a part of the PGL League then, so I'm really looking forward to that. Total P's, incredible stuff. He's in third position, lovely stuff. He's got his P's and Q's lined up there, hasn't he? Farfair has got a handful of opposite lock there, hasn't he, through turn 12, goodness me. Paynes and his teammate there, Robin Wheels, said they get very friendly there, goodness me. In 5th position then, Mumford in 6th then. Seventh is Milan there, as King Mura has been disqualified from the session there. We got Taichi, I think it is, in 8th position there. I apologise if that's wrong. 9th position is Mistaken New Fed. Infamous Pillars is in 10th position there. 11th position is Kingzone, the man who oh gosh, we've had oh goodness me, there's a lot of teleportation going on here, isn't there? Because it feels like a episode of Doctor Who. We've got 11th position is Kingzone. 12th position is his teammate, which I'm going to avoid his name for a minute as I got to compose myself. 13th position is Joker. 14th is Beefy. King Muro is in 15th. 16th position is Lucius. Flea 17th. Ayrton in 18th position there. 19th is Vitod. And 20th position is Velocity. As just having a quick look then, it's Gunnar is feeling confident for this season, and good stuff indeed there, as Gunnar very doing very nicely in the old chat there as well. And Gunnar's asked what's the PGL League. I think it's King's Homes League. Oh, we're racing! No! And Emerson's on the pole inside. It's a terrible start out from the man who was running out. Paynes has taken the lead then. Here, an incredible start out from Paynes. No, he hasn't. No, it's King's even that. It's Montana who's leading then. I have got some. You can see there is me watching the classification. Montana leads a piece in 2nd position. Emerson has dropped right down to 7th position. Down the pole inside out in this. Where Farf has moved over the 3rd position. Brilliant stuff indeed there for Farf. Milan is in 4th position. Good stuff indeed. Emerson is trying to come back from the field. Paynes is apparently leading. There's a spin. There's contact. Oh my goodness me. Milan is out. Milan is the first car out of this session there. He hasn't even made it through a lap. We got a virtual safety car. Oh dear, there's debris all over the course here. Oh goodness me then. Is it his oh gosh, it's a bit of a we got 5-second penalties galore. There's a severe collision out there. And 5-second penalty. Yeah, look at them all. Look at them all. That is oh gosh, that is pretty that's pretty heavy stuff, isn't it? Montana leads at the moment. There is someone who's getting very ravey in my own party session now. I think I gotta say that's an incredible ringtone. Love it. Far from 3rd position. We've got virtual safety car at the moment. Then we'll go for the order in a minute then. Apparently this rain is all the way through this session then. So I gotta say, I hope you all packed your scuba diving gear, because there's going to be a lot of diving, I have no doubt about that. Gunnar's just said then 2 wet races in a row pre-season. I hope it's not like this next week. I gotta say, I hope it's not like it either, because I gotta say, I do love a good wet race, but I want to see what these guys can do in the dry, because I'm a selfish, oh goodness me, as Tai Chi is on the inside, but he's had to get off the throttle there, and it's got a problem there. It looks like he's going very slow. I wonder if he just let the guys through there. King's out there in the Mercedes then. He is in as Infamous Pillars has left the session there. Where was that Infamous Pillars? Well, he was in 12th position, but unfortunately he's ghosted into the pits there. Montana, and oh goodness me, Flea has got inside Infamous Pillars. Good, I think he should have asked him for a meal first. As for oh, that's a car off the track. Who's it? It's Vadgelis, I think it is. I've got to be very careful with that word, haven't I? As now we come through the complete lap 1 then, and Montana has got a 3-second lead already in the opening stages then. Goodness me, Far for 2nd then. As I've been bigging up Far's chances for this season. Remember, he won the first 2 races this season 2, didn't he? He was fantastic, and he was leading the championship right up until the 5th round of season 2 as well. So let's see what Far can do. Far is usually quite quick out the blocks, isn't he, in F1 games? So I'm expecting more of the same, and he is doing well. Oh, Pease is gone. He is spun it. They have to take a face of action. Oh my goodness me, he is off. He has been completely smashed out out of the way. I think there's a Renault into the side of him. And P's there. Then it's the treacherous track conditions here. And oh, goodness me. And that is not good at all. And a safety car. There's the new graphic I was talking about. I love it. Look at that. Predicted pit stop strategy. Ooh, I love it. I hope they can do more graphics. I really do. I think it's Emerson damaged. I don't think he is. But I think Paint is damaged, and that is such a shame indeed, isn't it? So we're just now on board then with Paint said. So the question is anyone going to take advantage of the safety car? If we lost 3 cars already this session, look at the rain, it is absolutely barreling down here in Melbourne. Albert Park, Melbourne. Is he coming in the pits? No, Montana is staying out. What about Farf? Is he going to roll the dice? He is not going to whatsoever either. He's not a board game player. And we're just watching Emerson then, who is in third position as well. Then let's take stock, shall we? On lap 3 then, out of 29 then. These going to be some long laps then, isn't it? So we got into the pits. There comes Payne's then in the Racing Point. Remember, it's the last season. They're going to be called Racing Point, isn't it? They've only been Racing Point for 2 seasons, a couple of seasons then. As I think 5% on domestic there. So as he is changing the nose cone, not far from what about Payne's there. He's in and out, shakes all about. Joker's in the pits as well. Then also changing the new nose cone now for the Renault. Lovely stuff indeed there. I got to say, it's absolute clockwork, isn't it? It's brilliant. It's synchronized swimming there, and I hope, as I said earlier, there's going to be a lot of swimming in this race, isn't there? Out of the pits, Kingdom also coming in the pits as well. Car number 44 there. And now then we're just on board with Flea, and I got cramp in my chest already. Gosh, I'm going to have to get a massage in a minute, or I'm going to have to, And now we've got Lucius there in 18th position as well. As Farfair is playing games with Ayrton by the sounds of it. They're trying to do Tokyo Drifting then. I got to say, that was my favourite actually. Oh gosh, look at this. I can actually look backwards and forwards on the onboard on Spectator. I'm loving this. Good stuff. Anyway then, yes, we're on lap 3 then. That is the field at the moment, and everyone is on the full wet tyres at the moment. And they can shift 60 litres of water or something along those lines then. Montana then, of course, a part of the PGL League, and I've got to say, he's looking very good at the moment, isn't he? Emerson there, of course, is in third position. Of course, last season's runner-up. Farfu, who finished, I think, where did he finish last season, Farf? I can't remember to be honest. Farf always slips my mind, to be honest. I don't think he had a very good season last season, did he, Farf? As I'd like to remind him every now and again. So he is also swearing in my ear as well. Then Farf, as he is not a very happy chappy, is he? His best season actually in ALR was in season 2 there, where he finished 5th at the end. Remember, he had and I think in that run of races there, I think he had 3 race wins in like 5 races. He was fantastic. He was on tip-top form, wasn't he? Back then, that was quite a while ago as well, was it? Of course. So I'm wondering if Farf can do the same as well. So so it'd be good stuff indeed, because I'm really interested to see what Farf can do. I got to say though, I think that the running order this season is going to be very much up on its head, isn't it? Into the pits there comes Velocity in the Williams there, and I'm wondering if he's damaged the wing as well, or is he changing those tyres there? Let's take a look. This is a strategic gamble, and those are the intermediate tyres, and so he is changing tyres, and he is on the intermediate tyres. Oh goodness me there as well. I'm just joking, boys, he's on the wet tyres. no, he's on the intermediate tyres, and he comes out of the pits now then, and I gotta say then, this could be an absolutely masterstroke from Velocity, or he could end up in the hedge then. Let's hope it's the first one. Also the pits there is Viton as well. Viton also on the intermediate tyres as well. Goodness me then. I'm loving these gambles at the moment then. I'm wondering, I'm gonna ask these guys about the lottery numbers. Kingdom in the pits as well, and he's also changing tyres as well. He's also changing the nose cone. He is staying on the wet tyres. We've got 3 cars on the intermediate tyres. It's Pillars, and but Pillars is not in this car then, so the AI reckons it's going to be intermediate tyres. Interesting stuff then. So we still got Burnt Mylander at the moment. Then he has led the most laps of this pre-season race so far. Good stuff there from Burnt Mylander. Very much on tip-top form, isn't he? Let's take a quick look at the old chat, shall we? We have also got a Drothas fan there. Oh, he's a Drothas fan, is he? Oh, because Drothas unfortunately is not in the race, isn't it? But remember, it's we're looking forward to seeing what he could do next season. I'm looking forward to seeing what Drothas can do next season. I think he's in the Red Bull, isn't he? If I'm not very much mistaken. I am very much mistaken. He's Farf's teammate, isn't he? Ayrton has got a penalty for being a naughty boy. Oh dear. There's Ayrton there. Just can't. What's going on? Oh gosh, there's some lad going on there. Oh, he's in the back of Paint. I love it. Amazing. Safety car's in the other slot then. So Ayrton is getting really squirmish. Droftas has said, all right, I was out turn 4 because dive bomb by Pains, but I hope it will get better in gold then. Oh, on Mulan, by the way. Oh, excellent stuff then. So yes, I didn't realise it was Droftas. Yep. So it's good to see Mulan in the old comment section as well then. And Montana's in the pit then. And yes. I think it's because Ayrton's made a huge mistake, I feel, because he hasn't come in the pits for those intermediate tyres as we're on board with Montana as well, who's seen the race at the moment. It was great to have Milan's company, and I'm looking forward to see what Milan can do in the first ALR race come Sunday. Intermediate tyres going on then for Montana, then he's in and out. What about Farf? And Farf is out right on this gearbox as well. Where are they going to come out then? And who's the highest intermediate runner? It's Velocity then. So Velocity there. He felt the conditions there. He changed those tyres, and now then he is on the intermediate tyres. Lovely stuff indeed. Then. Flea has stayed on the wet tyres there, curiously. Then safety car still at the moment. We've got a long safety car period here, haven't we? Goodness me. Really interesting stuff indeed. Then. As Serious Russia has just told me that I'm not live from PlayStation. No. So I got to figure out why that's not working. Anyway, then. So I've got a no, it's not coming in this lap. Lap 5 then. So at the moment Emerson is out at the moment, but he is on the wet tyres. FIFA Beefy is on the wet tyres as well. Tichi is also is that Itch? I think it's Itchy. It is Itchy UK. We also got Vag, who is in 4th position as well. We've got, or is that Vag or Vague? I don't know. All I know is it's a bit of a vague. Yeah. Oh, Ayrton's off the track there. He's cutting the grass there. He's obviously been to Bottas's lawnmower in school. Now Mistaken Youth is in a 5th position and got past Ayrton. Ayrton's going to have to get that. And the safety car is in at the end of this lap then. We are going to be back green in just a few moments then. There is half the grid on the intermediate tyres there. We got the RF on the wet tyres as well. Oh my goodness me then. So this is very interesting stuff actually. There's Bert there. He is leaving up for dust then. There is still a lot of water on this track then. Is the intermediate tyres too soon? That's the question then. I gotta say it's a very 50-50 chance, isn't it? If the rain now starts to ease off, then it's the intermediate tyres that is going to be it's going to be at the forefront. If the rain gets heavier, then it's going to be Emerson and his wet gang that is going to be on the wet tyres then. Here we go then. And now we are back racing in. We are back racing in just a few moments of time. I know. Is he coming in the pits? Emerson's in the pits. He's in the pits, and so it's going to be FIFA Beefy. We got severe collision there with Itchy, as Itchy has gone into the back of someone, and now we're back racing. Then here in Australia, we're on lap 6 out of 29. Then FIFA Beefy leads. Itchy is second there. He's getting very nip and tuck there. There's a big old gap there between a Joker, as Joker has had an appalling start, hasn't he? We're now on board. Velocity is in 5th position. Viton Velocity's gone there. Is there too much water? Oh, we got 2 spinners. Joker's gone as well. He is trying to spin back around. Oh my goodness gracious me there. I think there's a lot of 5-second penalties going on there, but I think they all drove through each other then. Luckily enough, as we got another yellow flag there in section 1, there's Mistaken Youth in the pits. Ayrton coming out of the pits as well. FIFA V for lead said good stuff indeed. Then we've got 3 men who's on the wet tyres. Paint is on the wet tyres as well. Cornside telemetry on the left hand side of the screen then. Oh, FIFA Beefy having to get out of it on that very gentle right curve corner there. So goodness me, it's very slippery indeed out there as well. Then all the intermediate tyres guys definitely going to be earning their keep tonight, aren't they? On board of Itchy then, as he is chasing down the race leader, which is FIFA Beefy. Yellow flag at 2. That's a car off. I think it's a Haas, is it? It's oh goodness me, it's a King. King Miro's had a problem there, and he is on the intermediate tyres. Well, the intermediate. Oh my goodness me, is that King's King's on the inside of Emerson. Emerson and King's are going side by side, and Emerson has got it. He's past Kingzone, and get a bit squirrely there as well on the traction zone. And lovely shot here, Albert Park. And of course, it's usually a lovely sunny afternoon in Australia, more often than not. Oh no, Page is off the track there, and he has had a problem as well. And he's also become a ghost. Then Kingzone there is just going to give that race a put a wide berth. No, yet he's going up the inside into turn 13. Brilliant stuff there, but oh no, and he's half spun it there. but I think Kings have actually saved it there. Pit stop is, no, it's all the wet runners are now in the pits. Viton leads the race, and he is on the intermediate tyres, and so he's leading then. As we got a yellow flag then, racing point is up, facing the wrong way. It's Payne's there, he's in the gravel, he's in the kitty litter then. Lap 7 then, Viton leads, and Montana is back up to second position. He's going to go on the outside to the Brundle turn. He takes the lead of the Australian Grand Prix pre-season, I should say, day 2. And no, but Viton is dancing on the outside. Farf is on the outside. Farf is on the outside. He's climbing the curve. He is through. He is up to second position. Lovely stuff. Yellow flag as it paints us. Oh my goodness me! Montana's on the inside into turn 5. Brilliant. Oh, fantastic stuff indeed there. But Montana is looking up. Farf cuts off his nose. Brilliant stuff indeed there. And he is back up in the second position there. Farf has got a lot of defenders to do there. Coming into turn 9. Oh goodness me there. And look at this. Oh my goodness me. Montana's having to get over. Mumford is in the act as well. Mumford's up in the third position. Brilliant. I love that. Great race indeed there. We've got him Haas there facing the wrong way. I think it's King Mural again. It is. He's having some awful problems at the moment. Viton is still leader. On board is Farfed, who is in second position at the moment. But Mumford once again showing some speed on this game, isn't he? He's doing a fantastic job, Mumford is. He really is there. He's lined up the track, isn't he? Lovely stuff indeed. And we can see again a bit of opposite lock there, isn't he? From Mumford as well. We got a 3-second penalty there for Flea as well then. And the rain is really easing off now, isn't it? I wonder if it was this in the strategy. I don't think it was. So he's expecting rain throughout the race there. There is still a lot of there's still a bit of rain there coming down from the heavens at the moment, but it is now the intermediate tyres. And we've got 3 cars who is on the wet tyres. That is still Flea, that is still Joker, and that is also Itchy as well then. And now V-Top then is oh my goodness me, Farf is all over the back of him like a bad suit then. Farf is going to go for oh no, he's gone back on the inside then. Farfar is really there. He's pushing him down then. He's up the inside into the Brundle turn. Farf chucks it in there. He takes the lead. He forces Viton right there. And Mumford dancing on the outside as well. Viton is going to, he's lost 3 positions there in that exchange there for Viton then. And look at the track is drying out quite quickly, isn't it? Mumford is now in second position. My goodness me, Mumford is going to be a dark horse this season, isn't he? He is fantastic, Mumford is. Farf also doing a cracking job as well then. And I feel like Mystic Meg at the moment, so Farf, don't let me down. He is currently leading this race then on lap 8, but we've still got another 21 laps to go in this race then. Montana then, our pole sitter, who was looking very much, no he wasn't, I apologise, he was second, wasn't he? It was Emerson who was on pole position. He's currently down in 7th position at the moment. He made a bit of a strategy error, didn't he? And not coming into the pits there. Well, you could call it a strategy error, or you probably just call it that the other guys kind of rolled the dice, didn't they? Velocity, Velucius is in the wall. It's the perilous turn 12. He is out of the race there. Is that going to cause for a safety car? He's done a Felipe Massa, and Gutierrez also crashed there as well in 2013, didn't it? Qualifying. Oh dear, that's not good at all, is it? Oh, and safety car, and we have a safety car then. Yes, so it was a vicious old shunt, wasn't it? So Farf is leading the way at the moment then. And the second position is Mumford, third position is Montana. He rolls the dice, he's in the pits. So it's V-Todd as well. They've only done a couple of laps on these intermediate tyres, and so it might be. Hey? Montana is on the intermediate tyres. And then we want to go V-Todd on the intermediate tyres as well then. So Montana and V-Todd there are on fresh intermediate tyres, and of course you get it's all about the purchase, isn't it? Fresh intermediate tyres, you get more grip, don't you? Here comes FIFA Beefy, who's very much in the thick of the action. The first safety car, and he, my goodness me, swoops on the outside, passes V-Todd, and doing a lovely job indeed there. Let's take stock, shall we? No, we're going to take stock, yeah, as Emerson is currently in first 4th position, I should say then. He's done 3 laps on those intermediate tyres as well then. So Farf leads then. He is behind the safety car. Mumford is on a spectacular drive then. Velocity, the first man to go on the intermediate tyres, rolled the dice. He is now in 3rd position there. And I'm doing George Russell proud there, isn't he? In the Williams Racing. Emerson in 4th position, and oh goodness me, then as infamous pillars. I'm not sure if he's in the race or what, but he's ghosting, and he's in 5th position at the moment. So either his ghost is living at large and doing a great job, or or whatnot. I don't know. Or Pillars is in this race. Then he has a red X next to his name though, doesn't he? So that's not good, is it? Montana there. I gotta say, I love the listen to the engine note here of the Ferrari. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? We're on board with the Alfa Romeo at the moment, who does have a Ferrari engine at the back of that car. But I love it. It sounds beautiful, doesn't it? King Merrill is in 7th position. FIFA in 8th, and V Todd 9th. Mistaken Youth in 10th position. Then we've got Soy in 11th position. The 12th position is King Zone. 13th is Ayrton. Flea in 14th. Joker in 15th position. Itchy in 16th, and 17th position is Paynes as well then. And you can see it's getting very bright out there, isn't it? A lovely shot here from Paynes then. And just coming through turn 5. That's another perilous quarter, is it, to really get right. So then, the safety car is staying up for a minute, and it's our second safety car then of this pre-season day 2, of course, of the build-up for, of course, PGR and, of course, for ALR as well. ALR will be starting on Sunday, everyone. So, of course, that is on the official ALR YouTube channel. Of course, we're doing this on my channel because my channel's not really, you know, worth the print is printed on. No, worth the paper is printed on, I should say. I don't know, something like that. As always, goodness me, then, as Emerson and Pillars is getting very interested in each other, and they, goodness me, they're inside out now. Oh, lovely stuff indeed then. But we leave them to it for now, shall we? Because, of course, this is pre-Watershed, and we do not want to be advertising any of that kind of schmut, do we? We've got Montana saying, again, behind the ghost, he is not, it is the ghost of Infamous. It's the Infamous ghost, isn't it? That is, of course, Pillars then, who is in 5th position mode there. So, yeah, Pillars must have gone for quite a while ago, but it's ghosting. Fantastic, isn't it? 17 cars left, and out of 20 this side. Unfortunately, we lost Milan quite early on, didn't we? You already had a chat with us in the comments there, didn't we? Total P's had a big old smash there. The car park is out as well. And Lucius has caused this latest safety car. And he is also the latest retirement as well. Painters back in the pits, and he's had a miserable time at the moment, Painters. He had a great qualifying time in the rain now. He's having troubles, isn't he? But I'm looking forward to see what Painters can do, because majority of the season will be dry. I bet my bottom dollar on that. Yeah, I bet my bottom dollar on that, because yeah, and he was very good in the dry, wasn't he? And now then, as we're just on board with Farfen, who is the race leader, and I'm loving that helmet, Farf. Very good indeed then. I gotta say, it feels very much like a hazardous helmet, doesn't it? You know, like one of those crash test dummy helmets. Anyway, we're on board with him now, and he is currently leading the Australian Grand Prix at the moment then. Mumford is second place. I spoke about Mumford last night, and I gotta say, I just got absolutely huge admiration for this man at the moment. He's doing a fantastic job, he really is, isn't he? Mumford is this season, well, in this pre-season. I hope I am putting the kibosh on him, because he is brilliant, isn't he? Velocity there, really felt the conditions, didn't he? And that's why he was, as Emerson is lagging all over the place. I love it. And Velocity in third position, and he felt the conditions, didn't he? He came in the pit straight away, threw on those intermediate tyres, the green stripe tyres, and of course that's why he's in third position right now. Emerson there in fourth position, Pillars in fifth, and 6th position is Montana. 7th position is King Mero. 8th position is FIFA. VTON in 9th position. Mistaken Youth, if I'm not very much mistaken, is in 10th position. King Zone in 11th position as well. Then Ayrton in 12th. Flea is in 13th. Joker 14th. Itchy is in 15th position. I'm sure he's itching to get going as well. We got Soy in the 16th position. I'm only guessing how to pronounce his name there as well, because I'm wondering if he might be Greek. If not, I apologise. And 17th position is Paynes as well, and he's going to get in front of the Soy, and Soy is, of course, he was up as far as 4th position, wasn't he? Now he's dropped down into 17th position as well then. Lovely shot here from Far for the moment. Good stuff indeed then. It's just a love. That's an incredible shot here from Farf, isn't it? And in the red Ferrari as well. I've got to say, red really suits Farf, doesn't it? I think he should stay in that Ferrari forever, shouldn't he, really? If he gets drawn that again next season, I think that is his car to keep, surely. You can see that lovely shot here as well. You can see that there's now 3 lights there on the back of the cars there. Of course, that was a new rule introduced at the end of 2018. And of course, it's just to make the cars more visible in conditions like this, and also to make it more easier when the cars are harvesting as well. I expect the safety car to be in there and stuff. And so hold on to your horses, everyone. We are going to be back racing in just a few minutes time then. So this is going to be a action, and look at this then. I reckon that rain's going to stop in the very near future. We're going to get some dry tyre running. Oh, love it. Lovely indeed then. Well, it doesn't matter what kind of weather there are at the moment, is it? Because Mumford is fantastic, wet or dry. I got to say, I might actually put a few quid on Mumford. Maybe, oh, Payne's a set for session. No, sorry, it's Pete's a set for session. I apologise. Right, Right, we're going to go back racing in just a few moments time as well. Itchy is a bit too itching to get going there, as he has got a 5-second penalty there on board Farfetch as well. And we don't want to reveal his secrets, and Babata looks there, he is turning it up to the max. Right, we are going to be back racing just a few moments, and we're on lap 11 out of 29 here in pre-season. Day 5 here. Oh, sorry, day 5. Day 2 of pre-season. And now we are going to get racing in just a few moments time. It's great to have all 20 drivers running in this, was running in this session, but unfortunately we've had a couple of guys who have retired then. We are go. Oh no, Mumford is out of the racer. He's put on too much. He's done a suit chill, but he's a proper smash in the wall there. Mumford, they're gone the curb, they're gone the power. He is out of the racer. And that is it. That's the commentator's curse for you. Oh, what a shame for Mumford there. Again, he's got some pace, hasn't he, this season, but he just seems to have some issues there. Far from leading by 2.5 seconds there. Velocity is struggling for the pace at the moment. Emerson is trying to go up the inside, not quite. Montana in fourth position, I should say. And then we got Pillars in fifth position. Then we got a queue of cars there. It's FIFA, King Merrill, V-Todd, Mistaken, and then we got Kington as well, and Ayrton's all over the back of Kington. We got Flea, Joker, then we got Itchy, followed by Paint and Soy in 16th position as well. Then Farf is almost 3 seconds in front, and Velocity is really holding at the pack here at the moment. And Ozag off the track. That's Montana in the background there, who's had some issues there. He has dropped off the back there of Emerson as well. Then we've also got Ayrton, who's battling away. Ayrton, oh my goodness, there's 3 abreast there. That's a racing point going right off the track there, and that is only a 5-second corner cut. My goodness me, that. But Payne's there is absolutely. Oh my goodness gracious me there, and it's getting very perilous. Dinos are coming to turn 12. Payne's has having 2 length position after his shortcut. And now we've also got Mistaken youth is. Oh goodness me there. Oh, there's contact. There's Mumford is left for session there. Joker has gone wide. He has gone off into the gravel, and now is Itchy is back over to 12th position. Lovely stuff indeed then. And is Itchy there getting very close. Paint is now right up to the back of Kings up. He's flying out there. Velocity's gone. We've got a Haas in the wall, I think. No, listen, King Merrill did a great job there. I think he almost did exactly the same problem as his teammate there. So now Emerson is now dropped down to third position, because up in 2 second position is Montana, but Emerson is not going to let that go, is he? This is maybe 2 of the finest drivers of ALR and PGL going wheel to wheel. Emerson's gone wide then, and now we've got a yellow flag in 1. What's going on in 1? Flea is changing the nose cone now. King Merrill's had a problem as well then. It's coming out of turn 2. Oh goodness me then. And Joker is also involved in that as well then. Farf has got a 3.5 second lead then, as he is swooning along quite nicely at the moment. Rain is still falling at the moment there, but the track is drying out then. We might see slick tires towards the end of this before the end of this race, and good stuff indeed. Then we've also got Paint there, who's got past the infamous Pillars, and who's unfortunately he's crumbling like a pillar at the moment, isn't he? He's dropping down into 10th position as well. A lovely shot here from Itchy then, as Itchy is, oh my goodness, he's gone through him. Oh gosh, he is up to 10th position then. I thought he lost it there. The torque on these cars is absolutely incredible. Farf's got a 3-second penalty. That might come back to bite him on the you know what there. Oh dear. And so now Montana is now really starting to home in on Farfair. So Farfair might be on the back foot there as well. King Merrow is having some issues there, isn't he, in the Haas there. Haas was looking so good on that second round of on that second safety car, but unfortunately it's really gone to pot then. Sawyer is now not 11th position as well, and back on board then as King Zone there is having a 9th position as well there, of course. Remember, King Zone, ever present of silver last season, wasn't he? Very much as Farford's in the pits there. Farford Emerson in the pits there, and look at it, Tannant's taking the lead then. Paint is trying to go down outside. King Zone is coming into the pits then. And he is going to change tires. We've got medium tires there for Emerson. Velocity is also in the pit. I think Emerson's in front, is he? Is Emerson in front of Farf? He is in front of Farf. Ferrari have had a problem. And Emerson is now in front of Farf. And the pit window is open then. And Farf has dropped down into 4th position then. Velocity is in 6th position. He's also changed some medium tires. FIFA is in. We've got soft tires for Kingdom now. So I don't think those soft tires are going to last to the end then. And I'm loving that then. I've got to say, look at that pit window. That's amazing. I love the graphics. I might have to take the track map off though, which might be a oh, we got a yellow flag. What's going on then? And nothing's going on, I don't think. DRS hasn't been in. Oh no, and Joker smokers off then. Oh, easy tap the wall. No, yeah, very good stuff indeed there. Look at how greasy the grass is. So he's spinning that wheel, spinning those rear wheels there. And good stuff there from Joker there. Also, King Maro is coming out the pits as well. You can see the pit window is open there. It's between 14 and 24. I love those graphics there. It really gives me like the chills. Anyway, they're multiplying. Montana is in the lead at the moment. He's got 13.6 second deficit over Viton is second. And third position is Payne's. All the top three are on the intermediate tyres then. As now on board Viton then. And he is he coming? The leader's in the pits and Montana is in the pits there for the Alfa Romeo car. And let's see what he can do then. The Alfa Romeo team is coming out and let's see then. What is he going to put on then? He's put on the medium tyres, and so he's in and out then. Lovely stuff indeed there. Something perfection there, isn't it? And I'm thinking that Montana might get out in front of Emerson in Farfear. Let's see then. And he's coming down the pit lane now. There is Emerson, but Montana has done enough. That's an incredible lap there from Montana, and he is through, and he reclaims the lead then. That's a brilliant lap there from Montana, but Emerson's all over the back of him then. Also in the pits as well. Paynes is out in 7th position. Viton is out in 6th. No, then King's was now out in a 7th position, and Viton has actually done a good job in 6th position as well, but Kingzo is on the soft tyre then, so he needs to make hay whilst the sun is shining, and the sun is now starting to shine here in Melbourne. Our partner, Mistake on Youth is in the barrier, I think. Oh gosh, he's that's a big smash there. He's ripped off the rear part of the car, and unfortunately then that Mistaken Youth is out of the race then, and he has left the session now. That's a big disappointment for the Williams driver then. Montana has got to get these tyres fired up as quickly as possible because Emerson is all over his gearbox at the moment. There's Favre, who unfortunately went from 1st to 3rd in that exchange there, didn't he? Unfortunately, it really wasn't Favre's state. The Fries were probably still asleep there, wasn't they? And look at Montana. He is pushing as hard as he dares, isn't he? Getting a bit squirrely. Favre is in 3rd position. Well, lovely stuff indeed there. We've also got 5 tenths of seconds separates the 2 racing points at the moment then. And we're on board then. Paynes is in front of Itchy at the moment. And I've got to quickly brush my hair to the side then, as I've got sweat all in my eye and it hurts. We're coming up then is we got Flea in 8th position. He's on the hard tyres, Flea is. So you remember, look at the understeer on that racing point, and oh my goodness me, I thought Itchy was in the wall then. And look at this, there's a 5% of fast on the race. Ayrton's out, Ayrton's gone. Oh, it's a crash, Ayrton is in the wall. It's a virtual safety car. Ayrton is out of the pre-season race here in Australia. What a shame for Ayrton then. And that's it for Ayrton. Of course, he'll be driving the Mercedes in the Bronze League in next Tuesday, I think it is actually. So a week and a bit's time then, 8 days time. So Ayrton is our latest retirement in this race, and I think that's 5 cars out of this race at the moment then. And Paynes has somehow got in front of Flea. Fleet's also got a 3-second penalty. I'm not sure why Paynes has got in front of me, because I thought the virtual safety car is still out there. We've also got a yellow flag there as King Merrill has had to say, oh my goodness me, he has put on too much power. I have hit my mic off, and oh goodness me, and oh dear, he's damaged the car, and I think he's going to have to come in the pits. Oh gosh, I think we'll leave him to it. He's having some major problems there, trying to get himself back on. The torque on these cars is absolutely incredible, isn't it? Montana then, as he is flying through the curbs, and King Merrill's car is just up in front of us. There he is there. He is fairly off the firing line there. Are we going to have a virtual safety car? I don't think we should. So Lucius has left the session as well. Emerson is for second position and far from third position as well. Flea is now under almighty pressure there from Itchy. Itchy's going to have a look. No, not quite there. Say fly through a turn. 11 and 12 then. And Itchy there having to get off the power there, isn't he? And you see that, you notice there, let's go back on board then. There's a green bar on that steering wheel at the racing point. Of course, that means he's in overtake mode. The Urge has had a bit of a facelift this season, hasn't it? And we'll talk more about that in the first round of ALR coming up in a week's time there, and that was very close to the back of Flea. That was not Fleet going into the back. Velocity is out there, and there's a smash. He's ripped off the front left part of the car. The Williams there in FIFA is having a great drive, isn't he? He's having a 4th, and unfortunately Velocity is out of this race then, and that is a safety car. It is a safety car as I thought Kings went into the side of him there. Kings are moving up 6th position. Lovely stuff indeed then. So we've got another safety car in this race then. Who and what are they going to do then? Who is going to come in the pits then? Who is going to change tyres then? And safety car is going to be out for, I think, a couple of laps of leaf then. That will be around lap 20, 21 then. So we're going to come in the pits and put on the soft tyres then. And Soy is now in 10th position as well. We've got 11 cars left, and of course, Pillars is not in this race, and there's Burnt Mylander is part to the side of the track, and I think he's finished off his McDonald's then. Montana then is currently second. Is coming in second in front then. So as we're just watching the leaders at the moment, there's a 14-second deficit between Favre and his teammate FIFA Beefy at the moment. The question is we got is that enough time to come in and come back out of the pits? Then is Favre going to come in and roll the dice? Remember, Ferrari didn't do a very good job earlier on, did they? As he lost position then. Montana has rolled the dice then. Emerson is staying out then. As on Favre, oh my goodness, Favre's in the wall. He's done a cool forward. He's gone into the barrier. Oh no. And Favre's driven into the pit lane and into the wall and blows his chance of winning for Ferrari. Oh dear, that is not good at all then. And oh gosh, well, I think it's got out FIFA Beefy because that means he doesn't have to queue up Favre. Oh gosh, that he's probably one of the worst things you could do as a Formula 1 driver is probably drive into the pit wall. As that is such a shame then for Favre. Oh, you already have, but yeah, let's mention it again now. Of course, David Coulthard in 95, Adelaide, Australia, where he went into the pit lane and into the wall, didn't he? And of course, Coulthard was leading that race as well. Favre wasn't leading this race, but he wasn't far off, was he? And that is a shame. I think it's now a 2-horse race then, if I'm not very much mistaken. So is Soy is retired from the race as well. Where is Soy gone? And just taking a look then, it looks like he's and Soy's left the session now, unfortunately. Is he in the? I think he's retired going in the pits. Has he? Well, someone had a problem going in the pits because we've now got a queue of cars. Now they go now. Then we're down to 10 cars in this race. Then. Well, we're down to 9 cars actually in this race, haven't we? Because goodness me, it's maybe a bit of, I gotta say, I'm looking forward to next week. This is gonna be fantastic, isn't it? Of course, Albert Park is usually a race of attrition. Remember, we only had 16 cars start last season in Albert Park, didn't we? Probably because the drivers didn't really want to take part in it. But this season, you really want to get yourself off to a flyer, don't you? As we've also got Velocity saying, as Velocity is, oh gosh, it's just asked, why is Favre allowed in bronze? Well, I gotta say, I think Favre's pace on this game is looking phenomenal, isn't it? And we have also got Granty saying, oh gosh, he's same as admin, the same as he's an admin, the same as Dan and the silver and gold as well. So as we're on board then with Emerson, then Favre, unfortunately, he is in the pit wall and in out of the race. That's right, Ayrton, I was still commentating. We're on board then with Emerson at the moment then, who is currently leading this race. Look at this then. A lovely over-the-shoulder shot here from Emerson as well then. And you can see then, look at all the data he's got on that Renault steering wheel. There's a lot more data than he's got on his little Renault Clio, hasn't he? Which is his company car, as we're going into a turn 1 as well then. We have got 10 more laps to go here in Australia then. Let's take stock. We have got Emerson who's leading this race. I remember he won this race last season after having a full start as well, didn't he? He had a box full of neutrals, didn't he? Or more likely, he left the session there, as I think he was still cooking his tea at the time. Second position was Montana. Third position is V-Top there. V-Top has shown some potential. He showed some potential last season as well, didn't he? FIFA Beefy in 4th position there. Kingdom is in, well, I think it was in 5th position, but Infamous Pillars has actually overtaken him. Itchy in 7th, well, Kingdom was in 5th. Itchy in 6th position. Joker 7th. And Flea is coming back out of the pits in 9th position. 8th position as well. So we've got 8 cars left in this race then. Yeah, this is 3 safety cars van in this race. Goodness gracious me then. I gotta say, Burnt Mylander's really getting the miles in that Mercedes, isn't it? Hopefully around updates and we can have the updated safety car as well. Of course, with the hashtag we races 1, isn't it? Yes, we races 1. I'm glad that's what there's people. It's at the country box for me because I can't remember all the hashtags. Emerson Monair is leading away then. We, as I said, lap 19 out of 29 then. I am just waiting. I'm just waiting for those safety car lights to go out. Hopefully I should go out this lap because we want a sprint finish then here in Albert Park then. Remember, we are back in just a week's time, aren't we, for ALR Gold on Sunday, 6:30 UK time, live on Facebook, YouTube and wherever wherever else you like to watch your Formula 1 viewing then. Where else I'd like to stick it, really? Oh, gosh. We've also got Montana, who is second position at the moment then. V. Todd in third. Then we've got FIFA Beefy. I got to say, FIFA Beefy's doing a cracking job. I hope he changes his helmet before his next race, though, because I'm not really keen on that one. Safety cars, that's a Blake call, isn't it? Goodness me. And now then, we're going to be... Oh, no, because Montana takes the lead then, as Emerson is parted. Now he's gone, and we are back racing here in Australia then. And now we're on lap 20 then. And Montana there is... Oh, gosh, FIFA Beefy there getting very squirrely then. So V. Todd is in third position. FIFA fourth then. Famous Pillars. No, Infamous Pillars, I should say. He might be a famous pillar. Oh, gosh. And the King's on there on the inside there. And I keep thinking that's debris. It's just leaves there, isn't it? Because the time of the year here in Australia. And now then is Joker going to go up the inside. So you know, King's out there is... well, position car absolutely nicely there, wasn't it? I'm not sure if he was defending or what there. But my goodness me, that Mercedes was well wide, wasn't it? As King's over down in the fifth position. Lovely stuff indeed there. Joker is now up in the sixth position as well. They're all passing Pillars then. And now look at this. We've got a bit of sunshine, haven't we, here in Melbourne. Lovely stuff. And oh my goodness me, how did he catapult off the end of turn 5? Was fantastic. And look, King's out. There's 3 cars going into turn 9. Oh my goodness me, this locks up. Joker is over the fifth position. Lovely stuff. King's over 6. And Itchy is in 7th position. But he's going to go on the outside. I remember Nigel and Matt on the between each other last season. Look at this. That's fantastic racing. Oh my goodness. King's gone around. He's gone around. And oh dear, it's similar as what happened to Faxland. And not good at all there. As too much wheel to wheel then. As Flea then is in some position then. Itchy, I gotta say that was great battling up to that point, was there? And unfortunately then Kingstone is down in 9th position at this moment in time then. And now then is a Montana as Kingstone's retired for the session then. We're down to 7 cars and Montana set the fast up of the race and he is flying up on the boat as they go into turn 1. Oh goodness me then. This is a great battle, isn't it? We might not see this battle again, is it? Because this is unique. We're on board then. Remember, even though it is pre-season, it's all about the plaudits, isn't it? Emerson there defending beautifully well into the Brundle turn then. And they come out of turn 4 then. Montana is all over the back. He's on the soft tires. Emerson's on the medium tires there. And but it's all about durability for Emerson. Montana needs to strike now whilst the iron's hot. And then he also has to pull away as well, doesn't he? How long these soft tires going to last for? It's the great unknown, isn't it? Remember, this is what pre-season's all about. It's all about strategy and making some noise, isn't it? And we are making a lot of noise. Oh, lovely shot there from the... I love a good aerial shot. Anyway, getting back to it. Yes, we're making some noise here in Australia as well. Then it's Emerson then is currently in 11 and 12 right now. And you've got to be very steady through here. Emerson, I got to say, very steady indeed. He's got a very steady rear end there. I love it. And now then it's... Oh, we got 3-second penalty there for FIFA, who is on the podium at the moment then. We've only got 7 cars. Emerson has made a mistake. Montana leads the Australian Grand Prix pre-season. Wow, it's, now he's on soft tires then. Now he has to put the hammer down now and pull away from Emerson as quickly as possible. Milan has left the session area. Hats off to Milan for staying for as long as he did there. When I retire, I'm usually gone. And DRS should have been enabled there. Goodness me then, the FIA must have been asleep there. As I would have enabled DRS quite a long time ago. That's like several laps ago really. And oh, yeah, because of the safety car. My apologies. I forgot about the safety car. We've had so many races. This race has basically been a touring car race, hasn't it, with the amount of safety cars we've had. Bert Mylander showing off his touring car experience on board there with Itchy as we're coming through the car park section of Albert Park now and through turn 5 bed. And get on the grass there, Itchy is. And I got to say, I would be more than a bit itchy there. Now into turn 6, well, taking a lot of curb there, Itchy as well. Lovely shot here from on board with Itchy. Not you, he is a PGL driver, I believe he is. Itchy is. So it's great to see, isn't it, really? That's the unique opportunity about this pre-season race, isn't it? Lovely stuff indeed. Just a couple of seconds back is Flea at the moment. Flea looking very good as well, isn't he? Remember, he picked up a couple of points last season for the Ferrari team in, I think it was silver, wasn't it? But, so I'm really looking for Flea there. I thought he was going to see the accident there, but my goodness me then. Wow, how, sir. Lovely stuff indeed then. Gap at the front is now 2.6 seconds. That is Emerson cannot reply to Montana's pace at this stage of the race. But remember, Montana's on the soft tires. Emerson is on the medium tires. I got to say, I'm going to get those 2 minutes up all season long, and they, to be honest, they do sound the same. They look the same as well, and they drive almost the same car, apart from one's yellow and the other one's silver. All right, we're coming through then to complete lap 22. Then here in Australia, then at the moment, then Itchy is currently less than a second back now. Then going into turn 1, then Vital has had a much better traction there out turn 2 there, and that is definitely up. And then coming up to the Brundle turn as well. Then it's called the Brundle turn because Martin Brundle went over the back of Johnny Herbert and David Coulthard, didn't he? Back in '96. Now that was a vicious old crash as well. Alonso also went to the back of Gutierrez as well back in 2016, and another major crash as well, which of course was back in 2008, where I think it was Ralf Schumacher and I think it was Jacques Villeneuve, wasn't it? Yeah, Jacques Villeneuve went to the back of Ralf Schumacher. It was a scary incident. Unfortunately, Marshall lost his life in that accident as well, which was such a shame, isn't it? Because remember, the Marshalls do this out of the love of motorsport, don't they? They do not get paid for standing out there, either whatever the weather, whether it's rain or shine. And of course, remember in Austria on Saturday, goodness me, then they should have been paid an awful lot, probably more than the drivers, really, because they was absolutely bucking it down there. I got to say, I do like the fact that we actually did have a qualifying session, didn't we? I think in years gone past, we might not have had that qualifying session then. So good stuff there from the FIA there, letting it go green. Lovely stuff indeed there. Of course, I was one of the unfortunate ones. It as probably a lot of you were as well back in 2015 there, where we was basically just sat for hours and hours and hours waiting for the USA qualifying to get going, weren't we? And gosh, that was a long old night. I remember us dancing away in Wetherspoons while still waiting for the qualifying to start there. So, yep, but as you can see, even though I do love a good night out, Formula 1 is still my first priority. I'm back anyway, enough about my social life, as also I am missing a good old pint there as well. I've had to get used to cans lately, haven't I? Gosh, I'm more of a civilised man. I drink out of a glass normally. I'm posh. Anyway, as we come through turn at 5 as well, you've got a lovely sun now bursting out from the clouds. I'm loving this, isn't we? Anyway, let's take a look at the retirement, shall we? Kingzone out of the race there. We've also lost Page, we've lost Soy far through a crash into the pit. There, of course, emulating my hero David Coulthard. Good stuff there from Farfar. Really good stuff indeed. I think he did that for me there. Good tribute there from Farfar. Lovely. Velocity out of the race as well. King Mero had having some issues there. Ayrton also out of the race. Mistaken Youth retired. Mumford had a great race, didn't he? Up until that point there. Lucius out of the race. So Total Peas and Mulan out of the race as well. This is a close battle on track at the moment. Then is Montana is now 5 seconds in front of Emerson. This might swing back to Emerson's way in the next couple of laps. We'll find out how long is those safety car. We've had too many of those. How long is those soft tires going to last? Is the question there, and how and has Emerson got anything to reply on those medium tires? There, FIFA is also on the soft tires as well. And Farf is hard enough. He's left the session and he's called it a day. In the fourth position is Vital de Moment. There, he's also on the same strategy as Emerson as well. And now then we have also got Itchy in a 5th position. While Flea is in 6th position, 3 and a bit seconds behind Itchy. And then we got Joker in 7th position. Then I goes to the back of Vital. Then no, not at all. Sorry, I've got really long hair at the moment. I need to get a hair band or something to tie it back because it's really annoying me. Anyway, then we're on board then with Itchy, as he's probably itching to get past the Vital, isn't it? And I've used that analogy way too many times, haven't I, tonight? 5.4 seconds of gap into the front there. This race has finally calmed down. Well, I say calmed down, but we still got a couple more battles to go. Vital then is really feeling the pressure, isn't he? From it's a lovely shot here from the rear of Vital as well. I'm loving this shot there. This is brilliant, isn't it? And you can see that the different lights. V-top there, almost. Look at how much time he gains over Itchy there. That is all about the. Maybe about the traction as well, actually, because Itchy is on. He's on medium tires, actually, not the soft tires. I thought he was on the soft tires. I was looking the wrong way. Yeah, because the camera's facing the wrong way now. I was looking up instead of down, wasn't I, on the final classification then. Itchy there gets in very close to the rear end of V-Todd then. I feel that V-Todd last season now, there was a lot of times where he probably should have and could have and should have scored a lot more points than what he did there. Really interested to see what V-Todd can do in a silver this season. He has great one-lap pace, doesn't he? He's very, I would have described him as very much like a Jonathan Cox, hasn't he? Where Jonathan Cox is amazing in qualifying. In the race, I think race pace is where Jonathan might need to might need to work upon. But remember, Jonathan, when it comes to Hungary, he's very much Lewis Hamilton-esque, isn't he? He's almost unbeatable around that circuit, isn't he? And possibly would have won that race last season if it wasn't for a rogue Haas going into the back of him there. But that was such a shame, wasn't it? On board then with Itchy then at the moment then, as he is still trying to get by Vitot. Vitot doing a great job actually of defending and really keeping Itchy back. The gap in terms of tyre life is about 3 laps, and so Vitot doing a cracking job there. It's not, I think in terms of the performance of the tyres, it's very much nip and tuck, isn't it? So we're coming up to 11 and 12 now. Vitot there skating across the circuit there, but he's doing alright. And now then we're coming to turn at 13 and 14 as well. And there's 3 DR zones around here, of course, which I probably should have said earlier on in the broadcast, but never mind. Better late than never, isn't it? We've all got 3 laps to go, but it doesn't matter, does it? And now as we're coming down into turn 15 and the slowest part of the course, now that is where Itchy is really good on the brakes, isn't he? Very much a reading in V-top there. Oh, he's gone wide there. He's very good there from Itch there, but unfortunately he lost a lot of time. Well, once he lost a lot, you lost 3 tenths per second there. Good stuff, did that. Flee in the background there. 5 seconds. That's what 5 seconds looks like in a Formula 1 car. It seems like miles away, doesn't it? But these cars go so quickly in 5 seconds. That is the gap between Emerson and Montana at the front as well. And the gap is still opening up then. Well, I think Emerson's hoping that those soft tyres falls off the cliff. At the moment now, it's not doing so at the moment though, is it? And Montana has definitely got this one very much. He's got a fingertip on that winner's trophy, hasn't he? Itchy is really pushing on, isn't he? Goodness me there. I thought he was going into the wall there. There's a couple of times where I thought Itchy was going into the wall then. Hopefully he doesn't have a Maldonado and crashes on the final lap here, does it? Because Maldonado did crash around there, around that part of the track, didn't he, back in 2012, which was such a shame for Williams, because Williams had a cracking car in 2012, but unfortunately they had drivers that just couldn't get to the end very well, could they? They had Maldonado, who was spectacular if not solid, and Bruno Senna, who was solid if not spectacular, unfortunately. Was there and he had Itchy there once again there, going to the outer part of the course there and almost losing it, but keeping it on the straight and out, or keeping it on the black stuff of the road there, and that's what you need to do then. Second to last lap, then we're on the second to last tour here of Australia, and we're going to do it all again next week as well. Of course, gold is on 6:30 UK time, so of course we will be starting slightly earlier next week as well, as we got to go through the drivers and the teams, haven't we, for each league then. So probably about 6:20 next season for gold, and for next season, next season for gold is next season, isn't it? Next Sunday for gold 6:20, and then of course silver will be on at 7:20 as well, and bronze will be on it at 7:20 as well on Monday and Tuesday. Now into turn 3 we go then. Oh gosh, goodness me then. And who's in front there? We see a flash away Ferrari. It wasn't Farf. Farf is in the hedge, unfortunately. It is his teammate FIFA Beefy, who is for 2.5 seconds back. Well, it's less than that now, is it? The gap is coming down quite quickly. Vitot and Itchy, if they probably weren't battling so hard, they could have probably reeled in Vitot and maybe got Beefy maybe got a podium here perhaps. And now they go, oh, it's looking at this. Itchy there. Oh, Vitot's gone wide. And now he's gone in the wall. He is in the wall then. And now then it's he's really scraped on that wall then. Vitot is back through then. It's Itchy damaged the car then. Let's take a look. No, he hasn't actually. Those wings are very strongly built over in Silverstone, aren't they? Good stuff and deep there. Oh wait, I didn't see the other side there. Oh, he has got damage, and but I think it's the wrong side of the car actually. So ignore me. I'm speaking out of my other hole as normal. Right then, we're on the final lap then, and Montana is leading by 5.4 seconds at the Alfa Romeo. He has done a splendid job, hasn't he? Good stuff indeed there from Montana, and we saw a flash of a Red Bull there, and that was Pillars, who retired quite a long time ago, so he doesn't get a position. Emerson is off the track. He's gone off there. Oh dear, I think he put a wheel on the curve there, and he has spun it. Luckily, he's got a 15-second buffer over FIFA Beefy, which now is probably going to be less than that now. Oh, but he's really let Montana right off the hook there, hasn't he? What a shame there for Emerson then. And unfortunately doesn't win this pre-season race there, but remember, this is also about knowledge finding as well. It's not about the result, it's also about finding out to see what the conditions are like for these cars then. And now then, as we come up then into the final part of the course then, and now Montana then, who has driven a superb drive today, hasn't he? Good stuff deep there, and he's looking at a very strong season there for the PGL League racer then. Out of turn 15, also putting a bit of welly into it as well. Final corner, Montana wins 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 the pre-season of Australia. Lovely stuff indeed then from Montana. Good stuff, and no soft tires can also last about 12 laps as well. Emerson is really limping on there. He might struggle to get second here then. We might have a Lando Norris scenario here then. He comes out of final turn. I think Emerson might be okay. He might be okay. Oh, he's gone wide then. And now it's FIFA trying to get the overtake on, but in the end it's V Todd is second. V Todd is second. Good stuff indeed. FIFA third. Emerson in fourth position then. Itchy is in fifth position, and here comes Flea in sixth position in the second McLaren. Then lovely stuff indeed. Then and Joker will finish seventh. Then. Well, I've got to say that was a great preview of what are the sign of things to come then in this season as well. And of course, I think that was the first official full race I've commentated on it for 2020. And I've got to say that was a doozy, wasn't it? Brilliant stuff indeed. Then driver of the day goes to V Todd there, and we'll see if I argue about that in a minute. But I think V Todd actually had an absolutely fantastic drive today. So And so we just coming on the put. Oh, love that from Montana. Brilliant stuff indeed. Then as he lofts the trophy high as well. Then, and I'm also going to give a shout out there to the Hilton's granddad, of course, Dave. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Brilliant stuff indeed there. Very good stuff indeed. Then, and I hope you enjoyed that stream, Dave. And I'm looking forward to seeing you with me next week, hopefully. Unless you've got bored of me, which might be also the case as well. Oh gosh, I'm dripping with sweat. Anyway, let's take a look at the final classification, shall we? From the Australian Grand Prix, and I've got to say, driver today was quite accurate there. V Todd, well done. From 19th to 2nd there. I'm looking forward to seeing what V Todd can do. Actually, he's got to say, as I said last season, was very difficult in terms of getting to the end. Then Montana, good drive there. V Todd second. He was the highest of the ALR drivers. Good stuff indeed there, and did 4 stops. Then FIFA in third, Emerson in fourth, Itchy fifth, Lee sixth, Joker seventh. Then retirements as Pillars, Kingzone, Payne's Soy, Far who drove into the pit wall, Velocity, King Merrill, Ayrton, Mistaken Youth, Mumford, Lucy S, Total Peace, and Milan. Well, I quite enjoyed that one. I hope you all did at home as well then. Of course, remember, as I said, next week ALR is in action now. 6:20ish UK time. We'll be on air as we go through the runners and riders before getting into the action itself then of Australia. That is on Sunday. Monday is 7:20 UK time as we also continue our Australia venture in silver 7:20 Monday, and then bronze on Tuesday as our final leg of Melbourne is going to be 7:20 as well Tuesday. I've said that. Alright, lovely stuff indeed then. Thank you all for joining us. Great stuff indeed. I'll see you in a week's time. Goodbye. Oh, I've got to